lose my shit. Hey y'all, it's me. It is about 12:30 a.m. Yeah, 12:30 at night. I'm normally asleep way before this, but today has been a rough day. And we'll just leave it at that. I'm smiling, but it was a rough day. Like, are my eyes still wet? No, thank God they're not. A lot of people do like very cute self-care routines, like morning self-care routines, or they do like self-care during the day, or they do self-care during a decent time at night. This is something different. This is not a decent time at night. Don't know if this is even gonna be cute. I'm gonna do my best though, and I'm gonna just try to like soothe myself. Honestly, I feel a bit better than I did earlier today. So I don't know if you're having a rough night, a rough day, that we can be in this bitch together, because come on a journey with me, I guess, to self-soothe and self-care and reboot, even if it's not a decent time of day. Decent time of day, that's subjective. So this is my mess. I think step one is going to be, first I'm gonna get dressed into something more comfortable. And then step two, I'm gonna clean this up, because like, what is that? Like, Jewel, come on now. Why are the drawers open? Like, girl. I'm gonna change into that shirt. I know it's on the floor, but I promise that it's clean. Look at the progress. I feel that I deserve some chocolate, so that's enough. It's officially 1 a.m. Doesn't chocolate have caffeine in it? I don't know. It's too late now. I am wide awake. Some water because I need to hydrate. I I also have my tea. It's piping hot. I should have put a few ice cubes in it, but I'm just gonna wait for it to cool down. It's just annoying because I know if I get in my bed now, I'm not gonna be able to sleep. And I know if I stay up until I'm just like actually tired, Lord knows when I'll wake up tomorrow, because I have a lot of schoolwork to do, which is the center of a lot of my troubles right now. Like, can someone tell me why teachers are just throwing shit at the wall and hoping that it sticks with these online classes? Like, even though I just want to email them and say, what the actual fuck are you even assigning me to do right now? Like, why are you wasting my time and stressing me out? Because I'm doing this nonsense assignment that I don't quite understand because it doesn't make any goddamn sense. And now I'm stressed about my grade because how am I going to get an A on something I don't understand? Zoom isn't helpful. Communicating through email is not very helpful. I have one class and I need to be in a laboratory for it because it's a lab class. I need to be in a lab, but I can't be in a lab because I don't have a laboratory in my damn house. But my professor still assigns work as if I have a lab to work in. I don't even want to get started because if I get started again, I'm just gonna drink my tea and calm down because I hate these people. Sorry for blowing up like that. But how are you guys doing? Serious question, put a comment down below. I'd like to know how you're doing because sometimes we just need someone to check in on us. Even if I don't know you, I want to check in on you. So tell me what's going on. Tell me the tea. Tell me about your life. I just finished watching Never Have I Ever on Netflix. It's a new Netflix original. It was so good, guys. I finished the whole first season in pretty much one sitting. And I calculated it. I must have been sitting for like 5 hours. 5 hours. It's 10 episodes. Each episode is 30 minutes long. That's 5 hours. But honestly, that's one way that I deal with my troubles. I watch movies and TV shows. I don't think people quite understand, and they're like, what do you like to do? And I'm like, oh, like, I like to watch movies and TV shows. Like, I really like to watch movies and go to the movies. I really like to watch Netflix and Hulu. Because I mean, everyone's like, what are your hobbies? Netflix. It's a serious coping mechanism for me because sometimes I don't feel like I have the mental capacity to deal with my feelings. So I'd rather just kind of like watch something to distract me from my issues for a little while until I can muster up the strength and the mental will to deal with what I need to deal with. I don't know, like maybe that's a bad coping mechanism now that I think about it, but at the same time, I know for me sometimes there's times where if I have a lot of like stuff going on emotionally, physically, mentally, and sometimes I'm just not in the right headspace to deal with it. I'm not in the right headspace to like sit down and think about it and come up with like a logical plan of action for the best outcome possible. So sometimes I just need a distraction until I can take a moment to breathe and come up with a logical plan of action. And that's really hard too. That's like, I don't know, that's just how my brain works. So lately I've been reading this book, Women Who Run with the Wolves. I've been reading two, so this one, and it's over there. I don't feel like getting it, but it's like a sci-fi comedy book called This Book is Full of Spiders. Something about this book is very comforting. It's really good. I like it. I don't know why I say that. I'm like, oh, I like something, and I say, oh, it's really good. Like, well, no shit, it's really good because I like it, so I think it's really good. I gotta stop doing that. Like, it's a pretty thick book, not gonna lie, and the text is like small. See that? It's pretty small. But it's just about wild women and finding your inner wild woman through myths and stories, and I love a good story. So it's a very spiritual book, but it's also very analytical, and I feel like it's a good balance between the two because it comes from myths from a lot of different traditions about women, so it has that fantasy aspect to it, but then she kind of like delves into the stories and analyzes them and relates them back to, you know, like present day challenges that women are facing and how to find your inner wild woman and how to like connect back to nature and connect back to yourself. You know what I was just saying about the whole being grateful and counteracting your thoughts? The first thing that I read, well, second, it's like the second paragraph on this page. I'll just read a little bit so you will have a little story time. It says, we dismantle the predator by countering the diatribes with our own nurturant truths. Predator says, you never finish anything you start. You say, I finish many things. We dismantle the assaults of the natural predator by taking to heart the working with what is truthful in what the predator says and then discarding the rest. Girl, sometimes you're your own predator and you gotta counteract that bitch. So, I'm serious. Oh my gosh. To be really cutesy for y'all and do a face mask and maybe do my nails, but honestly I don't want to, so I'm not going to. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna brush my teeth, get into bed, and maybe finish up my Korean drama. I think that's what's in the stars for me tonight.